This is not a good thing. This is not trendy. This is not innovative. This is not cool. This is bad for dogs. This is inhumane of a practice. And what Tom Brady just did is going to encourage a mountain of celebrities to do it. This is wrong. Tom Brady cloned his dog. In 2023, Tom Brady's dog Lua passed away, and I get it. It's one of the saddest things any person has to go through. It is awful. Just to show this was me with my dog, brother, and best friend Coconut just a few days after he passed away. I lost both my parents. I lost my uncle. I lost them at a young age. It is just as bad to lose a dog as it is a parent. I'm going to be honest and say that. Now what Tom Brady announced is he said the pain of losing a dog was so bad he decided to clone his own dog. So currently, Tom Brady has the exact same dog as before, at least genetically. Cloning has been a thing since 1996 with Dolly the sheep, which was the first ever cloned animal in history, and a lot of people saw it as the scientific breakthrough. Everybody wants to talk about Dolly as this big scientific breakthrough. They're forgetting that Dolly lived an awful life. Dolly suffered massive lung and arthritis issues starting at an early age, and Dolly, even with strong medical care, only lived to be 6 years old, when the average sheep, when in good care, can live to 12 or 15 years old. Now people are trying to make that technology mainstream, and there's one company in Texas that I won't name because I think what they're doing is unethical, where they're charging $50,000 to clone someone's dog, and they're trying to get big celebrities on board like Paris Hilton, where apparently she didn't even have to pay, they just cloned her to try and get the buzz going. People just don't realize what cloning is. It's taking the nucleus of one cell and then putting it into an embryo of another cell, but that's actually a very difficult process because it disrupts and potentially destroys the embryo. Dogs have one of the most complex embryos because they actually mature at different levels, so because the cloning process is really ripe with failure, where 98% of people who try to clone their dogs fail at it. And it's not just this process where they put the nucleus in the embryo and it doesn't work. No, it's way more complex than that, where the mass majority of them are actually miscarriages, so the mother dog could actually be put in huge jeopardy doing this, and at the same time, most of the dogs born are born in stillbirth, so basically they'll just pass away the moment they're born, or they're going to live a very short period of time where they're not going to make it past puppyhood. And even if somebody is lucky like Tom Brady or Paris Hilton and they get one of those 2% of dogs that are successfully cloned, this is still creepy. This is Norman Bates type stuff. Because it's just playing pretend. The dog doesn't have the same memories, it's not guaranteed to have the same personality, it is a completely different animal, and because of that, because people are just going for the same genetic code, they're just playing pretend it's the same dog, and they're putting their own dog's life in risk numerous times over through the birth process as well as a mother dog. And this is what we need to talk about. There are 390,000 dogs every year in the United States alone who are put down in pounds and being euthanized because nobody wants to adopt them. Tom Brady, with that $50,000, could have saved at least 75 dogs and adopted them, but he didn't. He spent it on cloning a dog just to play pretend. I care about this because this is my dog Coconut. He's my dog for 13 years. I love him more than you can imagine. And actually for my company, I made him the logo to the company. And I always want him immortalized, but just playing pretend and risking his life or another dog's life so many times over just to have this fantasy of cloning is insane. But with that, I'm Charles Parle. Please subscribe to learn something.